They do a lot of movement, a lot of shifts, but as far as that, I'm not really sure. Honestly, it's been I think a year since then, so they've probably done some things differently on defense. I know we've done things differently on offense. So I have no doubt that the coaches are going to do a great job game planning these guys and providing us with a great game plan to go out there and be successful.
Has the loss in Oxford stuck with you guys?
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt about that. It was a very it was a bad win. It was a bad loss, and I know a lot of guys felt that way because we just didn't go out there and play our best. So we're just going to take it one day at a time. We haven't really thought about that, and we're just keep moving forward every week and try to get better as an offense. And but obviously this week is SEC play, so it starts a little bit something different.
When you talk about their schematics and shifting at points, being a guy that would, as a center, would call whatever happens, what kind of challenge does that present to you to be doing the proper tape work and whatever's needed to lead?
I mean, it doesn't change. Every week you go out, you kind of get in a routine. You look at different things on different days. So we'll look at the entire defense today, just see what they do, tendencies, stuff like that. And I think it puts a little more pressure on me, just making sure that the entire offensive line has great communication, that we're all together on the same page. But it's something that we haven't seen before. The last two teams have done a lot of things too as well, and nothing that we can handle.
Explain the communication when it's loud the way it is out there. How do you communicate that?
Well, I mean, we're playing at home, so it shouldn't be too bad. Obviously, playing on the road has different challenges and it brings a little bit different difficulty, but you have to make sure everybody's on the same page. So it doesn't matter if they hear our calls, whatever, but if we're on the same page, we're all right. Like the coach say, if we're all wrong, we're all right, and so we'll just keep going about that. But hopefully, we're all right.
How much pride do you take into the second level of defense, even up to the linebackers and getting those blocks?
The first thing we want to do is control the front line of scrimmage. Those guys, if you're on a double team and you're moving, the two technique back to the linebacker, he's kind of in a pickle on what he wants to do. So as an offensive line, that's what we kind of take pride in is those first level guys, and then once you can get up to the second level and cover those guys up, guys like Derrick Henry and Kenyon and all those guys who play running back or anybody back there can get past those guys, and that's what we try to do.
I found it interesting after the Middle Tennessee State game, you were asked about last year's Ole Miss game and the loss, and do you think about it? You said you remember every loss you've had since you've been here at Alabama, and you haven't had that many. But is that, how much do those memories kind of drive you? I mean, I know it sticks with you, but does it drive you at all additionally?
I don't know if it's an extra motivation or not. It's just every season holds its own challenges, and every season's so different that you just kind of keep moving forward. And at the beginning of the camp, all we were looking forward to is getting better as an offense. Week 1 comes, we look forward to beating Wisconsin. Week 2 comes, look forward to beating Middle Tennessee State. So you take it 1 week at a time. And I mean, honestly, I don't think anybody's even thought about the game last year. There's other games that you wish you could get back, but can't do anything about it. Just got to keep moving forward.
How have you seen this offense get better?
I mean, different ways, obviously. I think just the physicality that we play with. I think we kind of got away from that last week, but I think the first week really set the tone for us of the season. I think we're going to try to bring that back in the SEC, and especially communication as well. We're a young offense, and a lot of guys who don't have a lot of playing experience. So communication has to be key, and I think it's done that so far.
Is Middle Tennessee doing anything early on, especially in the first quarter, that was making it maybe a little more difficult for you guys to get the ball moving?
I mean, yeah, they're blitzing, they're loading the box, but it wasn't anything that we couldn't handle. So, we're going to correct the film today, and we'll move forward. But just take it 1 week at a time and just keep going forward.
How nice is it to and you block for a lot of good running backs here, at Alabama, but Derrick Henry is a guy that's really performed well early on this year. Just knowing that you can get, if you need an inch, he can give you an inch, and a little bit less because of his size.
We take a lot of pride as an offensive line having those guys back there, and we kind of want to put it on our shoulders that no matter who's back there, they should be able to run through the holes that we make. So, but anytime you have those guys back there that can make those huge plays, even with a small little hole, it's huge for us as an offense. It gives us a different edge.
Yeah, he's a different type of running back. I mean, you can actually look eye to eye. He's not your typical running back. Are you amazed with his size, what he's able to do out there?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what the average running back size is, but I mean, I think he's probably surpassed that. So, no, he's a great teammate, and just runs downhill. That's all you can ask for out of a guy like that.
Thanks, guys.